Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Wrestle Art Podcast Wrestling Roundup. I did not botch that, so shush. My name is the Trustful One Pain Cash. I am your reigning, defending, undisputed Wrestle Art Champion. And joining me here today is the king of the CMU Cruiserweights and member of AA, Alette Thompson. Oh. I'm botching today, y'all.
Hi.
I had no idea what's wrong. I have no idea what's wrong with me today. I'm botching. And also joining us here today is the Red King Blood, Thomas Noble.
Halt in the name of the Red King Blood, and you did botch, Mr. Botch King.
Listen, I'm not the botch guy, okay? Yeah. So.
Looks like we gotta do his botch guy. His name is King Botch
no,
Guy.
You shush. Shush, man. Shush. Anyways, sadly, Ross cannot make it here today because he is at band camp at the moment. So,
And Kristen Vega is still missing.
Vega is still missing as we speak. So.
He's actually not missing, just in case anyone gets worried.
Yeah, he's on vacation.
He's actually not missing.
Yeah, he's on vacation. But, yeah. Ross won't be on during the weekdays, for a while because he has band camp in his senior year, actually. Or, I believe this is his junior year or senior year?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't pay much attention to what he does.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we are here because we are doing the Wrestling Roundup for the week of July 26, 2021, the last week of July, because currently we're in August. We're literally almost halfway through the fucking year. I believe we're already halfway through the year. So.
Maybe the second too.
Oh boy. Just a few more days to go till 2022. It's a little more farther than that, though. Anyways, everyone, let's get started with Monday Night Raw for Monday, July 26th. As we actually open with Nikki Ash going into the ring, and she says she always wanted to say this: "Welcome to Monday Night Raw." She can't believe she's standing here as champion. It's always been a dream. A "you deserve a" chant starts up. Nikki says that she keeps pinching herself to make sure she's not asleep, but this dream is now real and in the past. As when she reaches for the stars, she just didn't have the confidence needed, and then one day she realized if she fails, she's still her. When she puts on the outfit, it gives her confidence and reminds her that she wants to remind all of us, no matter what, if you believe yourself, you can overcome anything. It will work for her. It can work for you. We can all be almost superheroes. Nikki raises the title in the air as the fans cheer her on. The music.
Okay, so we can all be nearly superheroes, including you.
Shush. The music interrupts. Out comes Charlotte Flair, who Nikki won time from last week. First of all, I am not a simp. That is Sin's simp, not me.
Simp!
Shush.
Everyone, before Peyton continues, Peyton is the only one who picked Charlotte to win the Raw Women's title off of fucking Rhea Ripley and tell that he needs to
That is not.
He was right.
No, he is wrong. Listen, bro.
No, I'm saying you were right for picking Charlotte.
Yeah, I was. But that does not mean that I am a simp on Charlotte Flair. That is.
Yeah, no, but you can't say nothing, Mr. Alexa Bliss.
Anyways,
continue, Peyton.
Flair hits the apron and waits for the crew member to open the ropes for her. Nikki looks for the title as Charlotte takes the mic. The fans boo Blair.
Oh my god, you are bluffing all over the place.
I have no idea what's going on here, bro. The fans boo Flair, and she says she's a nice fairy tale Nikki is telling, but hers does not have a happy ending because Nikki as a champion is a disgrace. She can't believe Nikki dressed up like this is supposed to represent the company. Flair mocks Nikki to trying to imagine her on the NBC show where Al Roker would mock her as well. Flair says as the fans may also think Nikki is champion, but in Flair's book, you have ton work to be champion. Flair also says that she doesn't believe it, and she's here to add star power and perspective to this ring. Flair calls Nikki an almost idiot, as fans chant, "You suck." And she has a brief back and forth with the crowd. Flair goes on about how she dominated Rhea Ripley last week for Ripley to attack her, and that was the only way Nikki could cash in. And she says beneath her that Nikki to complain, but the footage shows that she wasn't on her feet when Nikki started. Flair says she stole her title. Now, Noble, you were saying something?
Yes, and which fans boo at Charlotte, which is the right thing to do. She doesn't deserve to be champion, in my opinion. I know she's the daughter of Ric Flair. She is nowhere close to Ric Flair's potential. She's nowhere close to anyone's potential. If Flair wants to be champion again, she has to beat Ash and Ripley, which is never gonna happen at SummerSlam. Never gonna happen.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, let me ask you this then, Noble. If Charlotte Flair isn't on no one's potential, right? If she's on no one's level, who's better than her? Who's carried the women's division?
Okay, first of all,
they are not on her level.
Alright, name one. Really, give me a defense why she's a potential in this women's division. Tell me one thing.
Because she is the best women's wrestler in the world.
Not exactly. You don't, because the only one I don't think so. She's not the best. She's not even the best in my opinion. If she wanted to be the best, she needs to be the freaking woman.
Wait, if she needs to beat who?
Like, I don't know. She wanted if she beat Trish, but I don't know. Can she beat Lita?
I mean, she did beat Trish Stratus, so are you saying Trish Stratus was never the best women's wrestler in the world?
Trish is the best women's wrestler in the world at this
beat
point.
her, though.
Yes, and Lita is another one of those best women. So technically, she's not. So technically,
Yes.
not the
No one's on Charlotte's level right now. There's no one.
Alright. So, now, you two, shush.
No, let me finish. I win this battle. Move on.
No, we don't want to win every argument.
We are going to continue this thing before it goes out of hand. So, Flair says that she will get a rematch at SummerSlam, and Nikki will bow to the Queen. And she also says that Nikki isn't even to blame for this injustice. The fans are because they can't handle when other people are more successful than them. And then out comes Rhea Ripley. She mocks the idea of everyone being jealous of Flair. Ripley taunts Flair for only holding the title for a day. She also brings up how Flair got herself disqualified last week for the cash-in, and also says that it should be her that gets the match at SummerSlam. Nikki dismisses the idea of either challenger beating for a title at SummerSlam. She says that both represent the division well when they were champion, but the women's division is ready for a metamorphosis and should be leading to change as a new champion. Flair has had enough with the superhero crap. She goes on ripping Nikki and says that she will leave SummerSlam as champion. Ripley says that the title belongs around her waist. And then out comes DeVille and Pierce to the stage. Pierce says that there are a lot of arguments and good arguments and perspectives, so they will address them. DeVille says the only thing fair thing to do is make a triple threat match at SummerSlam. Flair argues and wants a title match tonight. Pierce makes the match. Flair attacks Ripley from the side and sends her out. Nikki dropkicks Flair and ends up clearing the ring. Nikki stands tall as the music hits while Rare and Flippy look on from the floor. And then we get ourselves a video package from Damian Priest walking backstage with words with the U.S. champion Sheamus. And Priest threatened Sheamus ahead of the match tonight, which will be a number one contenders match for Priest, which in fact was the first match of the night. And the winner and new number one contender was actually Damian Priest by hitting hitting off the Reckoning for the win. And then next up we have ourselves the Viking Raiders versus AJ and Omos for AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The winner, in fact, was AJ Styles and Omos retaining the Raw Tag Team Championships. Next, we see recent happenings between Jinder Mahal and McIntyre, including how Veer and Shanky have helped Jinder with McIntyre. And now we see how Drew destroyed Shanky with a steel chair last week, as we now get Drew McIntyre versus Veer. And then the winner by the match via disqualification, Drew McIntyre.
Do you think we get Jinder against the Who at SummerSlam?
Yeah, it might happen actually. I'd say it's gonna happen. After the match, Drew.
Yeah.
After the match, Drew stands tall as we go to replays. Drew spots Jinder's attorney, who's left along at ringside. Drew scoops the man and rolls him back into the ring. He raises for the Claymore and levels the war when he gets back up. Then we see a replay of Alexa's playground segment from last week with Alexa Bliss, Eva Marie, and Doudrop, where Eva took a tumble to the ground, apparently caused by Bliss. Eva is backstage but dropped now. She tells her, forget what happened last week because after they win tonight, they'll be one step closer to WWE Women's Tag Team titles. She also says that Evolution will not be stopped. And then we get the number one contenders match between Natalya and Tamina and Eva Marie and Doudrop, where the winners were actually Tamina and Natalya. Now I wonder what they're thinking, because now number one contender
Natalya got injured in that match.
the thing is like no matter what happens between now for a number one contenders match is just between the people who want to get titles against the champions. I don't like that.
It's not an actual. They need to start doing like legitimate number one contender matches.
Yes, not this little bullcrap.
Like Damian Priest, right? He beat Sheamus, didn't he?
Yep.
That makes Sheamus look weak.
Yep.
So what's the point? If you want Damian Priest to have a feud with Sheamus, make him face someone like, I don't know, Matt Riddle and have a number one contenders match. You know?
Yep.
Getting the champion to lose on TV is a bad move.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what's next. Up next, I believe we had ourselves... Yep. The... one of the hugest rematches of all time. Karrion Kross taking on Keith Lee. Where Kross was actually in the second match ever on Raw after his loss to Jeff Hardy last week, but as we found out, that Hardy actually has COVID, so we're not gonna see Hardy for a long while. But Kross will actually have to face Keith Lee in this NXT Takeover rematch. but the winner was actually Karrion Kross as the Cross Jacket. So this
See, I
time,
don't like that.
this time, Karrion Kross actually beat Clee with a jacket instead of hitting a Doomsday Saito off the top rope, like he
I
did with
could accept it if he beat Jeff Hardy and then Keith Lee beats him. But the fact that Jeff Hardy beats him and then he beats Keith Lee when he just came back and lost to Bobby Lashley the week before.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with Keith Lee, but it's not looking good.
Yeah. Alright, next. Package with Nikki Ash, yada yada yada. Next we have ourselves Mason T-Bar taking on Mustafa Ali and Mansoor. So talk about a Retribution reunion gone wrong. But the winner,
definitely.
Yep, the winner of that match was Mansoor and Ali. This might be going up for a new tag team with Mansoor and Ali. Hopefully.
I don't mind that though. That'll be interesting.
And then we have ourselves a promo of Lashley talking about Goldberg's challenge. And then out comes Cedric and Shelton Benjamin for a 2-on-1 handicap match between Bobby Lashley and Alexander Benjamin.
That was pointless.
Where it was completely pointless as Lashley destroys Cedric and Shelton.
But Goldberg's back tonight.
Yep, Goldberg is coming back tonight.
I mean, they said John Cena was going on last week and they lied, so they could be lying about this too.
I don't know, we'll see. Next up, we have ourselves Miz backstage, looks on his phone. He brings over refilled drip sticks. I believe drip sticks are basically just water, like water guns or something.
Yeah, probably a war pistol kind of.
Yeah,
thingy.
sort of. And then we have ourselves Riddle taking on John Morrison. And then the winner of that match was actually John Morrison. So that was
surprising.
Surprisingly.
Do you think they're going to lead up to Morrison and Miz when Miz is cleared against RK Pro at some point?
Probably, yeah. You know
I'll
what?
take that match.
And you know what? He actually beat him clean. Well, actually, kind of. Yeah, because like he actually hit it. He hit the Starship Pain on Riddle.
Interesting.
And then we have ourselves a 24/7 match, 24/7 title match between R-Truth and Reginald. About time Reginald gets a freaking one-on-one match.
Yeah, Reginald is awesome.
Yeah.
I like Reginald.
Reginald's pretty good. He's really good.
Yep. Reggie is like one of the most athletic superstars in the active roster here.
He really is.
If WWE can push him to a mid-title match, then you can make something happen with Reggie.
Yeah. And plus, his finisher is like I believe what is it? A flip senton? I would say.
I don't know, he does way too many flips.
Oh.
Because like for WWE, he used to be in a circus, so there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
What a step up, eh? Circus, now
he is.
WWE.
And then we move on to the main event. And now we move on to the main event of the evening: Nikki Ash versus Charlotte Flair in a contenders match. And the winner, which basically, we're having this match again tonight.
But it's a no holds barred match tonight.
In a first ever women's no holds barred match.
So technically, it's not a team match.
I mean, we'll see. Anyways,
it's not a team match because it's a different match.
Yeah. Anyways, the winner of that match would be Charlotte Flair by hitting. I think she hits. Oh, I believe Charlotte Flair won by doing a crossbody, but Flair holds it and rolls through for the pin. Got it. All right, and that's how we end Monday Night Raw. Alright, that recording's done. For Anchor. And
now I have to do stuff.
and now for NXT, we send it off to Len Thomas. So Len, take it away, will you?
Okay, Alette Thompson.
House, I hate you. So the first match on NXT was Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa versus Oni Lorcan and Pete Dunne. So, I just got a thing, hang on. I just got a random pop-up.
Oh, we're gonna pop up. Of course.
Move! Move!
Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Yeah, this pop-up doesn't want to move, you know? There we go. So the winners of this match was Pete Dunne and Oni Lorcan. What are they doing with Ciampa, honestly? He was like
I have no
Mr.
idea.
NXT at one point. But Thatcher and Tommaso worked on Oni for a while into the commercial break, and then after that it's a hard-hitting brawl until the end when H. Holland returns to cost the match for the babyfaces. Dunne wins with a bitter end, Ciampa. Post-match, H hits a Yorkshire kiss on Thatcher, launching him into the corner. Then after the commercial break, Hit Row are heading down. Legado del Fantasma. They're the new kings of the jungle, and then they call out Imperium 2. Out comes Samoa Joe. He calls Karrion Kross a gutless coward and doesn't think that the champ is even in the building. Joe asks Rigo to join him in the ring. When Rigo comes out, Joe says he knows he's going to fire Kross for his actions, but he has another proposition. Proposition? What a word. He has a piece of paper that will be his official resignation as NXT management, and it also will make him an official member of the NXT roster. Rigo signs it. There's a third step to this process. Another contract that makes Joe vs. Kross official for TakeOver 36. Rigo signs that too. Okay, tell me, both of you, what you thought about that.
I mean, oh boy. No,
That's going to be huge.
very huge.
I literally just told you the Samoa Joe Karrion Kross thing.
I mean, the thing is, like,
Oh yeah, okay, the Samoa Joe and the Karrion Kross thing is gonna be huge. This is gonna be Joe back. Like, when's the last time Joe has ever competed in a match in NXT?
it's been like way too long.
When was the last time Joe competed in a match?
It's been like way too long.
Like around 2015, 16?
I think it's 20.
Because-
Yeah.
Hold on. 17 because Joe made the main roster debut 2017?
I believe 2017. Yeah, because I believe he attacked Reigns.
No, he
No,
attacked
I think he
Seth. Thank you.
He came before Mania 33, so whenever Mania 33 was. When was Mania 33? Anyway, Joe came back into the ring to have a title match. Straight away. He's been out of the ring for quite a while, so it should be an okay match, but it's going to be huge. Then we see Cameron Grimes caddying for LA Knight. He's washing his golf balls.
Oh my god.
Into
This segment was fucking. This
Happy Shack
this segment was freaking funny.
on Knight and wages $5,000. He misses his shot. Knight indeed does shank his shots. Okay. Match number 2. This was part of the NXT.
Wait, hold on. Are we forgetting one more piece of evidence? We are
What?
we are forgetting how Cameron Grimes literally hits LA Knight in the balls with his own.
That's later on. That's later on.
That's later on.
That's later on.
Fuck. Sorry.
Later on.
Sorry.
That's later on.
Sorry.
That's later on.
Sorry.
Move on.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Sorry. Moving on.
This was an NXT breakout tournament match between Carmelo Hayes and Josh Briggs. Don't know who any of them are. The Bell Rings and the bigger Higgs handles Hayes. Oh god. But the two men do trick shots. Briggs catches Carmelo in a bear hug. Hayes hits him with a pump kick. He drops him with a drop kick. And then Josh sends him over the railing. Nice. Hayes hits a springboard to wear Briggs down and locks in a front guillotine, but a back elbow levels everything out. We go to break. Roman Reigns will be pissed. He used the guillotine. After break, Duke Hudson joins commentary. Who the hell is that? Briggs splashes onto Hayes for a near fall.
Before you continue, never mind.
Hayes hits two enziguris on Briggs and then does, another springboard to attack Josh off his feet. Hayes hits a code break on Briggs, but it's only good for two. Jericho. Briggs turns Hayes inside out with a big boot and followed by a massive chokeslam. 2 count. Massive chokeslam, by the way. Briggs hits a running boot in the corner and goes for a sidewalk slam, but Hayes counters with several takedowns. He ascends up and hits a famouser from up top. That's good enough for the win. The winner is Carmelo Hayes, and he advances.
Okay, so first of all, Briggs is a rookie in the NXT. Carmelo Hayes we've seen before because he was the one who his debut is when he challenged Kushida for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. So typically he's been in NXT for like numerous of months.
I don't know who he is, but then we see Frankie Monet and the Stone Brand exchange words with Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter. And they will have it. Then Cameron Grimes is busy searching for another ball, missed by LA Knight. Ted DiBiase pulls up in a golf cart and tells him to stand up for himself. Rich Rollins says his attack on Thatcher and Ciampa won't be his last attacks. Out comes Raquel Gonzalez to say how unstoppable she is. Dakota Kai agrees and puts her dominance over Charlotte Flair and others of that ilk. She says NXT TakeOver is 4 weeks away and asks who is woman enough to challenge Raquel. Dakota Kai calls out anyone. She says there is no one. The two have been through so much together, and as long as she has her back, Gonzalez will always be champion. Suddenly, as Raquel stands atop the turnbuckle, Kai comes running out at her with a running boot. She holds the title over Raquel and stares down at her. She turned!
I mean, the thing is, I knew it was coming because I've already seen.
Yeah.
I've already seen the video of her turning on Raquel, so I knew for a fact it was gonna happen, but
yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
So now Raquel's gonna be like a fake. Well, Kai's a heel.
yeah.
And then Adam Cole tells Bronson Reed is not a rebound. He could give a damn about his 14-year journey, and Cole beating him will just be another chapter. Baby. A skeptical Io Shirai is convinced to have some partner time with Zoe Stark, this is going on. Mandy Hills is seen backstage talking to Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. She tells the cameraman to buzz off. JC Jane, what a name.
Buzz off.
Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter is Frankie Monet and Jesse Kamea with Robert Stone. The winners were Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter. Carter tries to fight but Monet shows her dominance. Robert Stone throws in his man purse to Monet to use, but this distracts her and sets up for a 450 by Catanzaro for the 1, 2, 3. Early in the day, Wade Barrett was sitting with Malcolm Bivens and Roderick Strong. It was Bivens who reminded Roddy that he is number one. Who'd have thought that this was Bivens who brought Storm back to NXT? Barrett notes that the next big money match will be Bobby Fish vs Roderick Strong. Bivens says he's absolutely right. Next week, when Roderick finishes, Bobby, this is over. Do you think Roderick is going to beat Bobby though?
I don't think so.
No. And then we had Imperium versus Hit Hill. A lot of people like this match, from what I heard. Adonis and Marcel started off. Bartel is the first to get the offense, and he tags in Eichner. But Adonis is fired up and nails a neck breaker. Quick kick up by Fabian. He soon pawns Adonis with a lariat. Then a lot of other things happen. And Adonis soon tosses Eichner out, and TD gets the hot tag. Big knee to Bartel. He splashes Eichner at sidewalk slam. Big leaping elbow, but Bartel picks up the pin attempt. Dollar dumps Bartel out. Adonis flapjacks Eichner. Jesus Christ. Out come Wild and Mendoza. Imperium steal the victory due to that interference after hitting a powerbomb on Adonis. Post-match, Legado del Fantasma gang up on Hit Hill until Isaiah Scott makes the save. The way out on rocky grounds, as Gargano tries to play peacemaker between Indy and Candice. Indy gets a throw in sent to her by Dexter Loomis. She loves it, but the way doesn't like it. He has no chance in getting in the causes a match between Gargano and Dexter. Candice says if Johnny wins, no more Dexter. And then we are back from commercial break. Cameron Grimes and LA Knight are confronted by Grizzodium vets on the golf course. Grimes defends Knight, and Gibson challenges them double the money for the next hole. Knight shanks it once more.
How do you...
LA Knight in the nuts.
There you go.
And in the head. In the person.
There you go.
He gets a hole-in-one.
Okay.
Knight thinks he's affected it, but they drive off in the golf cart.
Okay, publicly, the golf segment is one of my favorites for NXT last week.
Oh my god. Especially how Grimes literally hits LA Knight in the fucking balls.
And he still gets a hole-in-one.
Yeah, with a driver head, of course, this point.
And he got a freaking hole one too, man. Like, come on.
And then
There's
the
a
main
1 in a
event.
million.
Bronson Reed versus Adam Cole. So the match starts with Reed powering Cole down twice. The second takedown was with a shoulder tackle, but Cole chop blocks him and then makes his left leg out a target. Left leg out. Yo, wrestle some. Fix your spelling mistakes. Reed swats Cole out of mid-air. Got him on a press and big elbow by Reed. Reed goes to suplex Cole, but Cole flips over him and kicks Reed in the back of the knee. We go to commercial break. Back from it, Cole remains in control. He's heavily focusing on Reed's left knee. That's the massive aspect of the match. Reed does fire back with some jab splashes Cole in the corner and knocks him down with a body tackle before nailing a senton for a 2 count. Cole avoids a suplex and hits an enziguri. Reed catches Cole in a modified Olympic slam. 2 count. Both men battle on Cole, hitting him in a leg lariat for a near fall. Pump kick by Adam Cole. Reed catches his leg, corners him and chops away at Adam. A kick to the midsection allows Cole to nail a Panama Sunrise for the 1-2 nope. Reed kicks out. I like that 1-2 nope.
1-2 nope.
Reed hits a 1-2 nope. Yo, hi Rahul.
Hey Raul.
Reed hits a big lariat before smacking a massive powerbomb. He misses his top rope finish. Cole kicks him in the front and then back. And deux, 1, 2, 3. Winner Adam Cole.
Bye bye.
Caroline attacks Adam Cole with a chair before suplexing him on the steel steps. The CWC is mostly echoing with boos for Kyle O'Reilly as the show ends.
Alright. SmackDown recording done. Good. No, NXT recording
Hi
done.
Matthew. That's not SmackDown.
Yeah, I know how it's
Yeah.
NXT, not SmackDown. Alright, now I'll move that over to
Now we're going
Anchor.
to
AEW. Just give me a second while I get everything set up. Okay. And now we move on to AEW Fight for the Fallen, which was all main evented by Chris Jericho versus Nick Gage. in the Five Labors of Jericho Chapter 2, a no rules match. But
I still don't get what that meant.
I have no idea. So basically, that's like a no rules match, like a no holds barred. So, anyways, we actually open up the night with the Elite versus Hangman Page and Dark Order for the 10-man elimination tag team match. And the winner was unfortunately the Elite.
Yay.
And that actually did lead to our talk about is the Elite overrated? If you want to go look at that, please go click on the last video of is the Elite overrated? And
I'm comment down on that video if you think they are too.
Yeah. Next up, we have receptive view, Death Triangle, but only Pac was there. But Pac says that Phoenix and Penta are here, but a certain someone canceled their car. In comes Andrade and Chavo. They says that Phoenix and Penta are arriving thanks to them ordering Penta Phoenix limo. Andrade tells Pac to order better rice for his guys, or someone will do it for him. And then
Chavo Guerrero's in AEW.
Yep, Chavo Guerrero's in AEW.
How long?
Wow.
How long have you not know that?
I don't watch AEW, so I didn't know anything.
All right then. And then
You probably working for Vicky, right?
probably. Next up, we had ourselves Taz with the new FTW champion, Ricky Starks. And Starks said that he's been on the anchor of the group for the whole time. He could forget some things Cage did, but when he had his neck injury, Cage didn't even check up on him. He says that he's coming to start that Cage has been trying to figure out how to be over the past 17 years. He continues talking trash until Cage comes out and beats up some of the brass band. He slams a bass drum over a guy's head, and then he gets to the ring. But Starks throws some flowers to Zed in Cage faces and ran up the ramp. And then we had ourselves a video of NJPW star Hiroshi Tanahashi challenges for the IWGP US Championship against whoever wins tonight between Lance Archer and Huku Leo. Now, if you guys have not know who Hiroshi Tanahashi is, I'm gonna go over who he is right now. Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I don't know who he is. He's a former IWGP heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Not everyone is NJPW.
Yeah. He has a. Oh boy. Hiroshi Tanahashi is like one of the best in the New Japan world. He has, I believe, 8 reigns as IWGP champion, 2 reigns as the IC champion, and 3 reigns. Hold on. 3 reigns as the IWGP Tag Team Champion, 1 reign as the Never Openweight Champion, and 3 reigns as Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championships. He's also won NJPW's premier tournament, the G1 Climax, on 3 occasions. He won the New Japan Cup twice, making him one of the greatest and most decorated wrestlers in New Japan history.
Okay,
he's better than him.
Yeah,
he's getting better than John Cena.
Yep. Through NJPW's working agreements with Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, Pro Wrestling Noah, and Revolution Pro Wrestling, Tanahashi has also held the CMLL World Tag Championship, the CMLL World Trios Championship, the CMLL Universal Championship, the GHC Tag Team Championship, and the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. In total, he has over 21 championship reigns. He is 44 years old. November 13th, 1976.
There's more than Charlotte. There's more than Charlotte.
Yep.
And
she
not only
has
that as well.
20 million.
Yep. Anyway, about the IWGP Tag Team Championships. His second reign, it one out of the 2 times, he was champion with, get this, Shinsuke Nakamura. There you go.
Nice. And now we move on to the next match, which was Pride and Powerful with Conan, basically LAX at this point, taking on FTR with Tully Blanchard. And the winner was actually FTR via pinfall by hitting a sheer drop brainbuster by Hartwood.
I like how the Revival, FTR, whatever you call them, went to be more relevant. I know they're even more irrelevant than they were in WWE.
Alright, backstage, Britt Baker talked with Tony Schiavone about breaking her wrist against Nyla Rose. Despite that, she did still tap out Rose. Baker says Rebel can't keep her protected all the time when everyone is gunning for her. Baker says that apparently they need someone to watch their back who doesn't mention who it will be. And then we have ourselves Mavrez talking to Darby Allin, who's been around. A lot of guys says that they're the greatest, but there's only one place to prove that AW. Even you think you're the best in the world. Sub non to CM Punk, because All Out is going to be in Chicago, September.
So is Monday Night Hills tonight. Monday Night Hills in Chicago tonight. Those CM Punk chants are gonna be
loud, probably.
And that's the thing. It's not the Thunderdome, so they can't mute them.
They can't. Anyway,
they can't mute them.
I mean, the thing is, like, the Thunderdome really like control the chants, not the actual things. So, anyway.
Yeah, but like they controlled the Thunderdome though, didn't they? So they could turn them down and stuff.
But they can't turn down this though. Anyways,
or just when it comes out.
Anyways, next up, we had ourselves the IWGP US Championship match between Lance Archer and Hikuleo. And the winner was actually going to be Lance Archer via pinfall. Archer will go to Japan to face Tanahashi for the title. So,
hold on, just a second. Matt Cardona won a title this week, but it wasn't in AEW. Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder.
Oh yeah.
He won a title, but I don't know what. There's a lot of blood though.
I believe it was the GCW Championship.
Yeah, where he defeated. What is his name again?
I believe it was Nick Gage.
Nick Gage. Yeah, Nick Gage.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of blood.
And then the crowd were like booing. They were booing him.
There's a lot of light bars.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, there's a lot of light bars, glass shards everywhere, pizza cutter, and a lot of blood.
Yeah, they were literally booing this man badly.
I mean, they're probably just going to build up Nick Gage to face Moxley in like an extreme match then.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways.
Typically...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think AEW should build Moxley versus Gage in extreme match.
Then you'll have blood.
Anyways, next we have ourselves a backstage promo with Cody Rhodes about his match between Malachi Black happening this week, I believe, right?
I don't know, but I've never been a match.
Oh my my god.
That's gonna be so good.
That's gonna be so good. Rhodes versus Black. I can't.
Cody's good, but Black is just
Black is
on another level.
fucking amazing. And then
I know.
yep. Anyways, and then apparently Black took out Cody. Fiega del Sol gets in Black's face and then eats a black mask to the face. Basically is what he does. Anyways,
He eats the Black.
let's see. Next up, we have ourselves Miro talking about Lee Johnson beating the next contender for the TNT title. Probably. But either way, he'll face his reckoning next week as Miro will challenge Lee Johnson for the TNT title. Next up, we have ourselves Angelico and Private Party, which is the HFO, taking on Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. Not
Jurassic Park.
Not to be confused by Jurassic
Is
Park.
that the dinosaur group?
Yes.
That's the dinosaur tag team, right? Yeah.
Yes. Now, Aled, you don't know this, but during last year's Firefest predictions, I accidentally called Jurassic Express Jurassic Park. So.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, you've watched like 20 times.
So listen. It was funny. Anyways, next up, actually the winner of the match was actually Jurassic Park. God damn it! I said Jurassic Park. God damn it! Jurassic Express and Christian Cage would win via pinfall by a frog splash. I
believe the correct verbiage would be Christian Cage and Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Christian is actually undefeated at this point.
I still don't understand why he's gonna.
How is he? I don't understand. Okay.
Why is he there?
I have no idea.
I have no idea, bro. Anyways, next up, Julia Hart with the Varsity Blondes will be taking on Thunder Rosa, the newly signed.
Children for Rosa.
Yeah. And then the winner of that match would actually be Thunder Rosa via pinfall.
Okay, I needed to say something about this. Julia Hart might be the youngest woman to be in signed with AEW because she is 19 years old.
She's my age?
Wait, who?
Julia Hart. She's 19 years old. She's the youngest one. She's the youngest woman to be in AEW.
She's 1 year older than me.
The fuck?
She's 19 years old, Peyton.
I'm 19 in December, and she's older than me, and she works for you. What am I doing with my life?
I have no idea. But Julia Hart, even though she started wrestling this year, as a matter of fact.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Alright.
That's a surprise that y'all did not even and already know about. So,
I guarantee you, in about 2 years, she'll be in WWE.
Alright.
Maybe.
Now backstage, Moxley says that the second he loses the championship, Tanahashi now shows up and makes his challenge. He says Tanahashi has been dodging them for months. He says that Tanahashi doesn't get to wrestle him. Moxley says that he sent over some papers to Japan, and he'll see what comes through the forbidden door. So you might see a match between Moxley and Tanahashi in the future.
He also said he went for drinks in LA with an old friend.
And the old friend is actually Sami Callihan, because Moxley and Callihan were actually a tag team back in the day as the Switchblades.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, they do work together, so that would make sense.
Moxley and Callahan is
Imagine Roman Reigns just shows up.
Listen, bro.
He's just like he's just like my yard now.
Like,
you say that. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Yeah.
Callahan.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
Callahan and oh my God, Callahan and Moxley's makes the most sense for a tag team.
Definitely.
They're the first one.
For sure. Alright, moving on, we have ourselves the main event of Fight for the Fallen. Chris Jericho versus Nick Gage in Chapter 2 of the 5 Labors of Jericho. And this one got hella bloody. Like, hella bloody. But the winner was Chris Jericho by
Of course.
having smashing a light tube over Gage's head, hits the Judas effect, and get the win. But
And the fact is deja vu from GCW Homecoming, where Cardona won on Gage's stipulation.
Yep. But we now have the announcement of Labor number 3. MDF says that the third stipulation, he has to hit a top rope maneuver to win. So I'd say that Jericho might hit a top rope code breaker to win the match.
But Jericho can't even wrestle in the ring anymore.
But we see a clip from 2019 about Chris Jericho bringing up, I can't say his name, John Tivid Guevara against a joke against MGF. But he announces after 15 years away from TNT, Guevara will take on Jericho and Labor number 3, and that's how we end off AEW Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah, because like Guevara, apparently Guevara. Cannot pronounce his last name. There used to be
anything right now.
Like Jericho's rival Guevara is typically his rival from WCW. They have the most memorable rivalry inside of the cruiserweight division.
Okay. Alright,
I like how Hotbox is just in the chat. What's up, boys? I'm eating right now.
Hey, Ross. Alright, Noble. Alright, Noble. You do Impact. I gotta call my dad, so you can start in 3.
Are you gonna do Impact and Homecoming at the same time?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Homecoming as well here, but so it's
okay,
like
and then
it's
we
a
can
Saturday.
finish on SmackDown.
Okay.
It's a Saturday pay-per-view still after SmackDown.
Alright. So
Yeah,
all right.
Finish on SmackDown.
Alright. You can start in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're starting Impact Wrestling with a match between the Impact World Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, against the never Openweight Champion Jay White, the leader of the Bullet Club, and Chris Bay. I almost botched there. and the winner in the match via Magic Killer is the Good Brothers. And then we come back to commercial break. Fallah Bahh asked Tasha Steelz to enter the Homecoming King and Queen tournament with him, and shockingly, she accepts. And we're back at the ring, where the next match is another intergender match. Caleb with the K against the returning Taylor Wilde. And the winner, and the winner of the match with a tornado DDT and the German suplex is Taylor Wilde. After Chris Bay was pinned by their tag team match earlier tonight, Jay White tells him he's not Bullet Club material, but he's willing to give him a chance for redemption. excuse me, X Division champion Josh Alexander demands more competition. Scott D'Amore gives him what he wants in the form of an X Division title defense against Decay's Black Taurus this Saturday at Homecoming. And then we have an interview from Knockouts champion Deonna Purrazzo. Reveals that she's been diversifying her training with the help of Invicta VC Bantamweight champion Alicia Zabatala. I can't pronounce her last name. Purrazzo also says that she'll be competing in the Homecoming King and Queen tournament, but the identity of her partner will remain a mystery, which I'll tell later on when we get to Homecoming. Next match, it is Falaba, No Way Jose, and Finn Juice.
His name is now No Way. Just No Way.
I don't give a crap. I can call whatever I want.
Well,
Moving on.
You're not calling him his name, but okay.
Moving on. Falaba, No Way Jose, and Finn Juice against Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, Rohit Raju, and Shira. And the winner in the match are the faces over the heels. And Tommy Dreamer. When we get back from commercial break, Tommy Dreamer informs Impact World Champion Kenny Omega that in 2 weeks there will be a battle royal to determine the new number contender for the Impact World Championship at Emergence, which is the next pay-per-view. Jay White and Chris Bay blindsided Finn Juice in the back. White sends a message to his New Japan Pro Wrestling resurgent opponent, David Finlay. Then Impact World Champion Ken Omega, Impact World Tag Team Champions The Good Brothers, and the Invisible Jackass Don Callis are in the ring. Callis is furious that Tommy Dreamer booked a No More Contenders Battle Royal, which they need to get used to, in 2 weeks to determine Kenny Omega's next challenger. Sami Callihan interrupts and says that he's going to win the Battle Royal, but at first, he and 2 partners will take on Omega and the Good Brothers in the 6-man tag match next Thursday. Out of nowhere is AEW superstar and Impact Wrestling veteran Frankie Kazarian jumps into the guardrail and attacks them from behind.
Frankie Kazarian is back.
Yep.
Frankie Kazarian is back.
Yep, Frankie Kazarian is back at his old home, which is But before I move on to this, there is a frickin' funny bit in the promo by Callahan that I clipped on a different server, which is when Callahan said, like, if you talk for 1 second here, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. That clip has already been pinned in a different server, which I'll show later at the end, the Roundup.
Definitely, man.
Alright. Alright, at the other side of the curtain, Tommy Dreamer whispers the name of who he has in mind to be Callahan and Kazarian's partner next week. Kazarian likes what he hears, but Callahan doesn't think that they will go for it.
Interesting.
Yep. Okay. Du Yun is back and appears as though Kimberly's time has come.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're gonna, like, they might transform Kimberly to her, like, her persona, I believe?
Persona?
I don't know. Just my guess. She's like, I don't know. Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll find out in Impact Wrestling. So, there you go. ECW legend Francine rejects Brian Myers' request to team with him at the Saturday in the Homecoming King and Queen tournament. His search for a partner continues. Next match, it is. Let's see if this is the last match. Yeah. Okay, next match. Violent by Design against Violent by Design against Rich Swann and Willie Mack. I almost botched again. Anyway, at the end of the match, winning by a Phoenix Splash is Swann and Mack by pinfall. And then when we get back from the match, Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green enter Swingers Palace, aka that's the worst place you could ever go to, for a date. Alicia suggests that a team representing Winners Palace should be entered the Homecoming King and Queen tournament. W. Morrissey interrupts and tells Alicia that her husband, Eddie Edwards, will be the same after their hardcore match this Saturday at Homecoming, which Morrissey is still a douche. Next, Tommy Dreamer recruits Eddie Edwards to join with Callahan and Frankie Kazarian as they battle Impact World Champion Kenny Omega and the Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, next Thursday on Impact. Eddie makes it clear that, well, he doesn't trust Callahan, he fully trusts Dreamer, and that's what he's accepted. And the last match, main event of the evening, a rematch between Moose and Chris David. In the end of the match, thought of a cradle shock and hit lights out with spear is Moose. After the match, Moose looks to continue the assault, but Sabin turns around and sends Moose retreating with the top rope crossbody. The ball continues as Impact goes off the air.
Alright, that's Impact recording done. Now I get the SmackDown results on my screen.
Yeah, and after that it's going to be Homecoming, which I will do the results from there.
Alright, and then that's it, right?
Yeah, and then that's it.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I gotta see what recording I actually was with. Hold on. This is AW, right?
I think it was. Yeah, you got AW here.
And now we move on. Yep, AW is here. I'll do that now. Alright, okay. Then that's AW, then that's Impact. Now SmackDown. And now we move on to Friday Night SmackDown for June 30th, 2021. And, oh boy. So, SmackDown does kick off with Cena, make his way down the ring. He replies to Roman's comment last week about missionaries saying that if you can find someone doing missionary probably for 2 decades to keep him in your life. Cena says that tonight Roman and Balor was on a contract for the match at SummerSlam. Cena says that's half bad in respect to Finn Balor, but it proves his point that Roman sucks. And he sucks because beyond that passive-aggressive false confidence, Roman is a scared little kid. He says Roman accepts Finn's challenge and rejects his. Cena says Roman rejected him because he didn't change his music, look, or who he was in his heart. That is stupid. That is like asking Stone Cold Steve Austin to come at WWE as Sasquatch Steve Houston, or if The Rock finally came back to WWE as Dwayne Too Small Johnson. Fucking hell.
He did most of The Rock, so
I mean, true. He says that it's ridiculous that that's not who they are. They do not beg for the fans to acknowledge them. But they allow for cheer, boo, get out their seat, be electric. And they do their best each time to earn their respect. Cena says Roman expected him to change because that's what Roman Reigns has to do. Cena says Roman has to change every 2 years because people stop caring about him because they don't believe in him. And they don't believe in him because Roman doesn't believe in himself. He also says that Roman is a lazy stooge named Joe who is nothing more than a blood-sucking product of this machine and is afraid to sell. He also says he'll be embarrassed at him at SummerSlam. He didn't reject him is because of how he looks. He's afraid to fight him because of how he makes Roman look. And then out comes motherfucking Baron Corbin. Oh my fucking god. When will this guy stop?
Dunno.
He says Cena because he needs to talk. Cena says he says he has no idea who he is. Oh, that's Baron Corbin. Cena says he looks horrible. Corbin says things are going well for him. They've never been close, but he is desperate, a desperate man to do desperate things. He says his life's falling apart. He lost his crown, cars, house, his identity, his credit bad. He also tells him that last week he got injured in a very sensitive part of his body and he's no longer able to perform. And because of that, his wife left him and took the kids. He's back there and sees the terrible John Cena, the man who grants so many wishes, and if someone can help him, it's him. Cena asks the crowd and should help Corbin. It's a split crowd. Cena grabs some money out from his pocket and gives him some money. Corbin says he can work for it, even if he can be in Suicide Squad. Cena says they're done filming for it, and he says he can be a stunt double in the sequel.
That is funny though.
Okay. He says that's a bit of a reach. He says Cena is a selfish, self-absorbed. He is a Hollywood sellout. Cena says it is a teachable moment. Cena says he'll give him something he needs, an AA, or should I say the altitude adjustment. Cena gives him the AA and leaves the ring.
Nice. That was a nice gift.
A nice little promo from Cena. He fucking destroyed him. Anyways, next up it was Rey Mysterio taking on Jimmy Uso with both family members at ringside. And the winner of the match was Rey Mysterio with I guess Rey rolls over him and goes for the cover as Simon pushes the legs. Alright. Next up, we have a challenge made by Zelina Vega as Vega and Carmelo will challenge Bianca Belair, and they both double teaming on Bianca, but out of nowhere, we get the returning Sasha Banks as is a awesome moment for Sasha Banks as she returns to probably the next match probably gonna be a next time about Sasha and Carmella. But next up we have ourselves Reginald again with his 24/7 champion. What the fuck? The 24/7 champion Reginald versus Otis and Chad Gable. And Aled, what is wrong with your fucking mic, bro?
Nothing.
Really? Guess it's all static. Anyways, and the winner via disqualification and still 24/7 championship is Reginald. And then Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville are backstage. She says that tonight's main event will be Carmella and Vega taking on Belair and Banks. So, anyways, next up we have ourselves the contract signing between Reigns and Balor, But as Balor was going to sign the contract, Corbin literally attacks Balor from behind. Corbin wants to sign the contract, but Cena comes back into the ring, gets Corbin into the ring post, signs the contract, and now it's official to make Cena and Reigns at SummerSlam. Oh, I'm almost there, man. Oh, I'm on my way. Anyways, next up, Heyman tears piece of Sonya. That was great television, but yeah, it's like Sonya is going to be confirming the match between both Cena and Roman Reigns. The next up, we have ourselves a 6-man tag team match between Big E, Cesaro, and Key Nakamura taking on the Dirty Dogs and Apollo Crews. And the winner of that was Big E, Cesaro, and Key Nakamura. And then Rollins in the ring says that he is sick of Edge. Comes around Revolutionary, showed a village where someone was angry. Edge started over him for a title match. And this might be a little Rollins says he's proud of what he did to Edge. Hard thing to do, but that was the right thing to do. Says he was a rightful heir to the World Championship. If he can't be the champion, then neither can Edge. And then on to the main event was Bianca Belair versus Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks taking on Carmella and Selena Vega. But the winner of the match was Belair and Sasha Banks. And after the match, Sasha turns her back on Bianca Belair and gives her the Banks statement to end off Friday Night SmackDown. Okay. That's done with that one. Let me upload that. Alright, Noble. My mother wants me at the moment, so once I say go, you're going to do Impact, Homecoming, okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, you can start in 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Tonight it's a special one-night mixed tag team tournament. Will crown a homecoming king and queen for the very first time. So the first match is Hernandez and Alicia Edwards against Deonna Purrazzo and her mystery partner, which is surprisingly is the drama king Matthew Rewalt, aka in English. And the winner and advancing to the semifinals of the tournament is Purrazzo and Matthew Rewalt. And the next match going forward, it is Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green against... You never know that this is a one-time thing, and you never know the ridiculous names. It is Petey Williams, a.k.a. Little Petey Pump, and Jordan Grace, a.k.a. Thick Mama Pump. Which I don't know why Impact's gonna do this thing. Anyway, end the match is Cardona and Chelsea Green when Chelsea hits the unprettier to Jordan Grace. After the match, Steve Macklin sends a physical message to Petey Williams as he lay him out with a blindside attack. W. Morrissey is going to show the whole world that Eddie Edwards is a fraud when they clash in a hardcore match later tonight. Next match, it is Tommy Dreamer and Rachel Ellering against Brian Myers and his mystery partner, which is by none other than a woman I don't even know, and that is Missy. It is Extreme Wrestling legend Missy Hyatt. In the end of the match, with a doomsday device from it is Dreamer and Ellering. And next, it is Decay against Falaba and Tasha Steeles. And the end of the match, it is Decay advancing to the semifinals of the tournament. Steve Backlund says that he attacked Petey Williams because he's in his way of achieving his ultimate goal, which is becoming X Division champion. Next match, it is Willie Mack against Diener. At the end of the match, Diener with a win as EY cracks Willie Mack in the back with the fire by design flag. Gia Miller interviews Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green and have their second round in the King and Queen tournament. And we move on to the second round match, which is Purrazzo Rewalt against Cardona Green. And the end of the match is Purrazzo and Rewalt and advancing to the next round of the King and Queen tournament. And then Misty Hyatt makes Sambio pay after being blamed for losing their tournament match earlier tonight. And this another second round match. It is Decay against Dreamer and Ellering. And I'm going to skip over this because the winner of this match is Decay. And then, next match, it is for the X Division Championship. It is Josh Alexander versus Black Taurus. And the end of the match, it is with a divine intervention, is Josh Alexander and still X Division champion. And the next match, it is the King and Queen tournament final. Purrazzo and Rewalt against Decay. And at the end of the match, the Queen's pile driver to Rosemary and Deanna Purrazzo and Matthew Rewalt are your homecoming King and Queen. After the match, Gia Miller presents Purrazzo and Rewalt with their homecoming King and Queen tiaras and make their coronation official. And last but not least, main event of the evening, W. Morrissey against Eddie Edwards in a hardcore match. And at the end of the match, with the Boston Knee Party, is Eddie Edwards, and Morrissey's unbeaten streak is Dunzo.
Wow.
That's how we end. And that's how we end Impact Wrestling Homecoming.
Alright. So looks like that's it for this week.
Yeah,
Oh
so.
wait. We are getting one more important thing. And apparently all of us are mad about this. Bray Wyatt.
Why?
Bray Wyatt has officially left the company due to budget cuts.
Also requested release from WWE, even though he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he just did. Thing is, like, the company.
Yeah.
The company literally released him due to fucking budget cuts. They literally got rid of their most creative wrestler in history. Like, what the heck?
I wouldn't say creative wrestling in history. You can't say he's more creative than The Undertaker.
Well, I mean,
Undertaker still more
UK, probably, most likely.
Most likely. But everyone, that will do it for the roundup of Not August, July 26th, 2021. 2021. Hopefully you all had a great time watching this, hearing of what happened as much as we did. But man, there was a lot happening this weekend.
It was kind of expected.
I mean, yeah. It was. It was so good. It was really, really good. Like, this week was really one of the best, probably one of the most controversial weeks in wrestling history. But
Yep.
But everyone, make sure when you leave, if you like the video, comment down below. Subscribe to our always. Make sure you ring that bell for more content from us. Go follow our Twitter. Go follow our separate channels. Go follow where all of our podcasts are being distributed. And thank you to our sponsor, Anchor, for sponsoring this. Make sure you go to anchor.fm to create your own podcast for free without any fees necessary. But until then, for Led and Thomas, this has been Pancast saying, always best is the best in life. Wrestle Arc out.
Peace.